How were the Trojan asteroids discovered and named? On February 22, 1906, German astrophotographer Max Wolf helped reshape our understanding of the solar system again. Born in 1863, Wolf had a habit of dramatically altering the astronomy landscape. Something of a prodigy, he discovered his first comet on only 21 years old. Only 21 years old. Then in 1890, he boldly declared that he planned to use a wide-field photograph in his quest to discover new asteroids, which would make him the first to do so. 2 years later, Wolf had found 18 new asteroids. He later became the first person to use the comparator, a Viewmaster-like device that showed two photographs of the sky at once, so that moving asteroids appeared to pop out from the starry background. It is perhaps unsurprising then that on February 22, 1906, Wolf made another important discovery, an asteroid with a particularly unusual orbit. As Jupiter moved, the asteroid remained ahead of Jupiter, as though it was somehow trapped in Jupiter's orbit around the Sun. German astronomer, I can't say the name, but Adolf Barry Burchett observed that the asteroid was nearly 60 degrees in front of Jupiter. This specific position reminded Swedish astronomers Carl Charlier of a peculiar behavior predicted by the Italian-French mathematician Joseph Louis Lagrange over 100 years earlier. Lagrange argued that if a small body, such as an asteroid, is placed in one of two stable points in a planet orbit around the Sun, called the L4 and L5 Lagrange points, the asteroid would remain stationary from the planet perspective due to the combined gravitational forces of the planet and the Sun. Charlie realized that Wolf asteroid was actually caught in Jupiter's L4 Lagrange point. Until Wolf discovered the Lagrange prediction had only been a mathematical exercise. Now, these astronomers had photographed proof that Lagrange was right. 8 months later, one of Wolf's graduate students, August Kupf, discovered an asteroid in Jupiter's orbit, other stable Lagrange points, L5, as well as another asteroid caught in the L4 a few months afterward. Only 3 of these Lagrange points inhibiting asteroids had been discovered. Astronomers began wondering what to call them. At this point, most asteroids were given names of women from Roman or Greek mythology. Unless their orbits were particularly strange, the asteroids in question certainly had a bizarre orbit. So Austrian astronomer John Pasela suggested the name Achilles or Proteus or Hector after characters from the Iliad. Achilles was a high and vulnerable Greek hero, except for his heels, and Patroclus was a friend of his. Hector, prince of Trojans, eventually killed Patroclus, and acted revenge by killing Hector. The recently asteroids were given the Iliad-inspired names. As astronomers continue discovering asteroids hiding in Jupiter's Lagrange point, they continue naming them after heroes of Trojan War and begin referring them as the Trojan asteroids. Trojan asteroids would eventually refer to the asteroids inhibiting any planet's stable or Lagrange point through the name from the Iliad are reversed for Jupiter's Trojans. Reserved for Jupiter's Trojans. It later became the convention to name Jupiter L4 asteroids after Greek characters and Jupiter L5 asteroids after Trojan characters. So L4 and L5 became the Greek camp and the Trojan camp, respectively. Paselian apparently did not foresee this tradition for his naming. First 3 asteroids led to a Greek spy residing in the Trojan camp, Patroclus, and a confused Trojan, Hector, who probably wandered into Greek camp hoping to order some of their famous custom-built wooden horses. No spacecraft has ever been to this population of small bodies, called the Trojan asteroids. Now, a new NASA Discovery Program mission called Lucy will fly by 7 Trojan asteroids plus a main belt asteroid to surface the diversities of this population in a single 12-year record-breaking mission. The Lucy spacecraft launch window opens October 16th, 2021, and was launched a couple of years ago. I already know that, but anyways. Southeast Research Institute in Boulder, Colorado is principal investigator institution and led the science investigation. NASA's Guarded Space Flight Center in Green Bay, Maryland, provides overall mission management, system engineering, and safety and mission assurance. Lockheed Martin Space System in Devonshire is building the spacecraft payload is being provided by Goddard, the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Lab, and Arizona State University. The Discovery Program manages it's executed by NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Hostinville, Alabama. By David Detzel Turner, Southwest Research Institute, Boulder, Colorado. Media contest: Nancy Neal Jones, NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, Greenbelt, Maryland. I hope you like this video about the Trojan asteroids, their history, and the current mission that's going on. And I know I'm reading this from an older paper, but it's about Trojan asteroids, so who cares? But anyways, I hope you like this video, and goodbye. Also, I stutter, but who cares? It's a video. My first time. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Right? Bye-bye.